Attention all amateur radio stations. This is Alpha 3 Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS lockdown net. This net will start at 7 o'clock. And we'll be here every day at 7 until we are in the lockdown situation. And that's probably going to be until the end of the month, and we'll see what's going to happen after that. Until then, we'll be using the V3ZOE repeater 443.075 and no tone required. And we'll be broadcasting on YouTube as well. If anybody would like to see us on YouTube live, just go to YouTube and put in Victor Alpha 3 Victor Alpha Delta space 729. We are at day number 729th day of the COVID-19 lockdown. And if you are listening and you are not a ham radio operator, you can leave messages there on YouTube. So you can be part of the net. And hopefully you're going to get your license soon. All right, let's start the net then. This is Victor Alpha 3 Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS lockdown net. Do we have any time sensitive or mobile stations who would like to check in? Please go ahead. Okay, looks like nobody is time sensitive today. Let's try it one more time. Do we have any time sensitive or mobile stations who would like to check into the net? Please go ahead. All right then, let's open up the net. This is Victor Alpha 3 Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS lockdown net. I'm located in Hamilton, Ontario, and my name is Arpad Alpha Romeo Papa Alpha Delta. Do we have any news stations anywhere who would like to check in and say hello? Please go ahead.
VA3XJ.
VA3 IMW.
VA3 XLM.
Okay, I may miss someone, I'm not sure. Okay, I heard the EXJ, Mark, and XLM. Was there another station there?
FGT.
Okay, I heard you, Greg, and I did hear somebody with no audio, so actually I'm going to listen in reverse, that last station, go ahead. Okay, nothing heard. Let's start with EXJ. Please go ahead.
Good evening, Arpad. Last one in last night, first one in tonight. There you go, eh? Just for a check, a quick check-in and just a quick signal check there. That'd be good.
Yeah, the only reason you could be coming as number one because Gary is not around. I'm not sure. Maybe he's tying his shoes right now or something. I don't know. We'll see what he's doing. You coming in with a plus 20. You're doing a good job.
All right, Arpad. Okay, I'll go ahead there. Go ahead with the net, and I'll take a standby here. VA3 AXJ will be on side and listening.
All right, thank you. And Mark, go ahead, please.
Good evening, Arpad. Beautiful day, a little bit of sunshine. Started out a little scary this morning. I think it was like -2 or something like that, and they were threatening freezing rain. But, you know, somehow living in the Golden Horseshoe, Cinderella land, things are always better than the worst that they can throw at us, theoretically. Anyways, I do know somebody mentioned a storm coming up from the south, and I saw something on radar, but we'll trust that the Lake Ontario effect will move that north of us so we can still enjoy the benefits of being here in Cinderella land, or what do they call that? Goldilocks land. Yeah, not too hot, not too cold, not too wet, not too dry, just right. And yeah, I've been watching some signals during the banter pre-net, and band conditions sound pretty good. I think you're an S9 up here tonight, so I'm not sure whether you're running more power, but nice and clear, and no bouncy, echoey inversion, phase distortion stuff on your signal at all. Back to you.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much. And yeah, you are coming in quite good, S9 as well. Good signal. And yeah, no problem. Yeah, looks like that 35 watt what you're putting out is doing a good job. No, I am not using any higher power. It's right on 50 watts, so that's what I'm putting out right now. And yeah, I'd rather be living down in the area like Cuba. That would be nice. Actually, somebody told me Ecuador would be the best because you are right in the middle, right? So you don't really have any winter because you know, like that's a perfect. Maybe that's where I'm going to move when I get older. And the government says you're free to move. So you know, we'll see. Right now, you can't go anywhere because you're still under restrictions by the government. So. But yeah, it would be nice, right on the 0 degree north and south, right between it. So then I can see when I flush the toilet, which way is the water going to flow.
Yeah, I'm not sure that countries around the equator would interest me much. I've always been intrigued with Colorado. Like imagine living in Denver. You could go golfing in the morning and then take a trip up the mountain and go skiing if you wanted to. That would give you that variety. And I think most Canadians will agree, although, yeah, they like to get away to someplace warm and thaw out for a week or two. But part of the allure of living in Canada is the variation in seasons. And I think if it was always like 84 degrees and 40% humidity, then things would get boring after a while. I'm just going to keep telling myself that so that I'm not coveting living in another country.
Yeah, I would think twice to move to Colorado because you know the Russians had a big target on that Cheyenne Mountain. So you know. No, I wouldn't want to move there because if they would blow up that mountain with the nuclear missiles, that would make your tea spicy.
Yeah, well, somehow I question whether their technology is as good as what they think it is, but I don't want to be around when they test it. Anyways, I'll let you carry on, and hopefully by now Gary's got his shoes tied, and he's got to get his N95 mask on and all the other protection that he needs. Anyways, let's carry on. Just one quick note. Interesting. Mask restrictions were lifted yesterday. I would still say that about 80% of people going into stores and shops are still wearing masks. So people are being smart about that. And, you know, personal preferences, I think that's the way to go. For people that don't want to bother, fine. For those of us that are being careful for other reasons, then that's up to us. Okay, 73s, and oh yeah, don't forget D-Star Net at 8:30. I'll pop into the Simplex channel for the ACS Net at 8 o'clock and remind them just in case they want to play with us tonight. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you. Go ahead.
All right, thank you very much, and I'm going to do the linking by 8:30. Okay, very good. Yeah, by the way, we are linking the YYZ and the Hamilton repeater, the D-Star repeater, so WIK, if you guys are interested, and if you have a D-Star radio. All right, let's bring in Greg from Bimbrook, VA3XLM. Please go ahead.
Hello, RPAD. Hello, everyone on frequency. No comment, no... Mac, you're coming into Bimbrook with an S3 Plus. Your S3 solid signal, little tiny bit of noise in the background, but not much, but your voice is very strong and bouncing from 3 to 4. So I'll say 3 Plus. Back to you, RPAD, at Net Control, VA3XLM.
Okay, Greg. Yeah, actually, it looks like we do have good conditions. Mark's signal was a little bit stronger as usually, and he was S9. And you're coming in okay. I can hear you. 1 bar, some noise, but I can hear you. So that's the main thing. And usually, well, sometimes depends on the weather condition. I'm not hearing you, but today I do. So very good. Thank you very much, Greg. Do you have anything else to add?
Nothing else to add. RPAD, I will be QSY at 7:30 though. Thanks very much, and everyone have a good evening. BA3XLM, standing by.
All right, thank you very much, and let's see if Grandpa Greg is still with us from Simcoe. Go ahead, please.
Well, good evening, RPAD, and everybody on the net. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Not much to add at this time other than it's pretty cloudy out here. It's only 6 degrees and supposed to drop down to 1 degree tonight. So other than that, there's no real traffic right now, and we'll let it go back to you, RPAD, at the net, BA3 FGT.
All right, thank you very much, and do appreciate it. Hopefully the grandchild is doing okay, and you are doing fine. Of course, I checked you on reverse because I always do, but I did not hear you, so that's normal. So that's okay, no problem. Do you have anything else to add, Greg?
I did hear Max slightly distorted a bit, but I did hear him on reverse, and I did hear Greg over in Bimbert about the same way. I know you're there, and I know some of the words came through, but other than that, nothing much on reverse out this way. BA3 FGT.
Yeah, roger that. All right, thank you very much, and I appreciate your checking. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARSLog.net. Do we have any new stations anywhere who would like to check in? Please go ahead.
B3 TTO.
Oh my gosh.
Emma.
Okay, I heard V3TTO, and who was the Oscar at the end? I just heard Oscar, and there was somebody else. That Oscar station, go ahead.
B3BMO.
Okay, Pierre, yeah. And who was the other station?
Delta Lima.
There he is.
That would be Derek. Thank you very much, Derek. Just stand by for a second. Maybe Gary has some numbers for us, and I'm very sure you guys want to hear that. Go ahead, Gary.
This is Victor Echo 3 Tango Oscar. Good evening to everyone on net. I have a priority message, over.
Go ahead, Gary.
Okay, we have a special weather statement. Significant rainfall and strong winds possible Wednesday. Hazardous rainfall amounts of 10 to 25 millimeters may lead to localized flooding in low-lying areas. Strong easterly winds gusting up to 70 kilometers. Possible local power outages. Timing Wednesday afternoon and evening. Discussion. Freezing rain is expected Wednesday morning. Currently, a freezing rain warning is in effect. Freezing rain will change to rain by Wednesday afternoon as temperatures rise above the freezing mark. Rainfall amounts of 10 to 25 millimeters are possible, particularly for areas which remain above freezing mark. The particularly frozen ground may have a reduced absorption to this rainfall, and localized flooding in low-lying areas may be possible. Rain will taper off from west to east Wednesday night. In addition, strong easterly winds will increase the possibility of local power outages. For further information, you can look at Environment Canada or Weather Radio, P3 TTO.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. And I did grab my ruler here, and Gary mentioned 25 centimeters of rain we are going to have. So I did some measurements here, and that's 1 inch, close to 1 inch, whatever it is. I think it's a 1 inch rain. So yeah, I think that would be a good enough rain. So yeah, after that rain, make sure you guys go out to the garden and turn the earth and make sure everything is going to be nice and fine. If you have any dog poop or anything like that saved up, and spread it before the rain comes tomorrow. So, you know, tomorrow morning would be nice to do some work, or even tonight, do some work around, and the rain is going to wash it in. Anything else, Gary? I guess you may have some numbers for us.
VA3 TTO, we do have numbers. Okay, for numbers, over.
Go ahead with the numbers, please.
Okay, this is Tuesday, March the 22nd. This is net number 729 of the COVID areas lockdown net. In Ontario, we had 1,447 cases and 7 deaths.
This leaves us with 1,140,865 cases since day one, 1,112,239 cases resolved, 12,343 deaths. Hospitalization, we have 639. ICU beds, we have 179. And ventilators, 93. Hamilton had 100 cases. Halton had 29. Niagara had 95. Brandon had 16. And Halderman, 7. Toronto had 322 cases. London had 43. Windsor had 58. Waterloo, 27. Okay, let's look at the Toronto area. Toronto had 322. Peel, 101. York, 95. And Durham, 49. As you can see, the numbers are going up and down. I know everybody's got their mask off now, and they're trying to live just a normal life. But please, people, think about it. We got everybody out there. Things are changing. People don't have any cover anymore over their faces. Numbers may be going up. We'll see whether the numbers go up even more this week. Therefore, if you haven't had a vaccination, please get one. If you want to protect yourself, please wear a mask. Please follow the 2-meter rule. And please wash your hands. And I think it's good advice for the time being there, because I know I'm still wearing my mask when I go out there in public. B3 Detail, back to net control.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. And yeah, it's a good thing if you're wearing your mask. And yep, yeah, I didn't go to the store, so I don't know what's happening. But yeah, we'll see. And yeah, the numbers, the Canada-wide numbers are actually it's 2,797 new cases, but the provinces are not reported is Alberta, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Nunavut. So half of the country did not report. So I would take those numbers with a grain of salt. So I wouldn't worry too much about those numbers. All right, very good. And according to 25 people died in half of the country. So the other half, who knows? Anything else, Gary? You coming in with S7, by the way?
No, that's about it. Again, remember, people, you are your own protection. You know, it's up to you what you do to protect yourself. And you know, sometimes it's better to do things that you don't have to do, and wear that mask once in a while in certain areas and stuff. Public transit, you still have to wear the mask. That's a mandatory situation. So that's about it, Arpad, and have a great day, V3 TTO.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gary. And yeah, I'm just looking at one thing here on the charts here. Between 20 and 29, those are the highest cases right now. So between 20 and 29, and 19% of the cases are below 30. So 20 to 30, basically. All right, Gary, thank you very much. And let's see, the next station is Pierre. Go ahead, please.
Yep, just another general check-in there for you, Arpad. Yep, nothing too serious tonight. Again, had to work. And gotta work again tomorrow. And that's all I got. Back to you, V3BMO.
All right, Pierre, thank you very much. You're coming in with usually plus 50. We do have a good condition today. And your signal strength is not changing. So, yeah, the other day you came down, it was plus 60. That was a good one. He tried to fool this guy and it didn't work. Okay, yep. Do you have anything else to add?
Nope, that's it, Arpad. I'm sure there's more behind me. Back to you.
All right, Pierre, thank you very much. And yeah, you're coming in loud and clear. You're always doing a good job. And Derek, please go ahead.
Yeah, just to check in, Arpad, and a hello to you and the gang and Garrett. And I know you can't see me on reverse, but that's life in the fast lane. 73, VE3, Delta Lima.
Yeah, it's not my fault you're living so far away from Hamilton, you know. That's okay. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good weather up there. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit coolish tonight. And get your rubber boots right by the door tomorrow.
It's already raining and it's going to freeze up here. There'll be ice on everybody's windshield. Everybody will be out scraping, and they're already driving around throwing out the blue slush. So that's life up here. We're in the snow belt, so they get at it a little faster than they do in Hamilton. 73, VE3 DDO.
Yeah, just make sure when you're riding that motor, the cycle, you know, you take it easy on the gas pedal, or not gas pedal. You got a brake pedal there. Yeah, on the gas. Yeah, just take it easy there. All right, Derek. Thank you very much. You're doing a good job, and you're right. I did not hear you on reverse, but that would be normal. Thank you very much. And this is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS log.net. Do we have any new stations we'd like to check in? Please go ahead.
V3GBD. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Okay, I had two stations, George and Chuck. George, please go ahead.
Not much to report here. That carrier's very strong over here. I did them on reverse, yeah, very strong. But other than that, not much to report. Good net, carry on. Hi, everybody on the net. V3GBD. I'll be listening.
All right, thank you very much for that. And yeah, you're doing a good job, like the plus 30, what you always giving me. So yeah, that 30 never changes, and PS 50 never changes. So you guys have a steady antenna, and it looks like everything is working fine. Do you have anything else to add, George?
No, one day I'll surprise you once I get that antenna moved, and maybe I'll be up there about a 40 or 50. We'll see. We'll see what happens there.
Well, there's a good thing when you're coming down to on my street or in this area, you can't drive into the ditch because we have a sidewalk, right?
I'm gonna get a sticker put on my back window that says "Ditch Pig."
Yeah, I think you never should mention that on the air. You ended up in the ditch because now everybody's going to tease you with that for 100 years.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Mac loves teasing me about that one, but it's just all fun. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, not much else to report there. I'll hit you at a 60 one time. V3GBD.
The ditch is free parking.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. And George, thank you very much. You're doing a good job. Yeah, you can come by any time. So it's a very safe area to come down here. No problem. You don't need a tow truck. All right, Chuck, please go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Arpad, and everybody on frequency VA3 CJZ. Chuck here in the east end of Hamilton. I think I met your brother today, or I thought I did, but we had a plumber come over and switch out our a water meter in the basement here, and the way the guy was talking, he had an accent just like you. So I asked him, I said, I don't want to be rude, but I said, what's that accent? And he said, Lithuania. And I said, oh, geez, I have a friend who's from Hungary, and you guys sound almost the same accent. It's funny.
Yeah, but you know what? He's a tradesman, so at least these Europeans are not that lazy guys. You know, they just want to hang around and they don't want to do too much. And at least he's doing some work. That's good. Why did you have to change the? Did they put something like a remote, like some kind of new type of water meter?
Yeah, I don't know, but all the I live in a Kiwanis home, uh, and it's run by Hamilton East Kiwanis Homes, and they wanted all the water meters switched out to a newer one, and so this company called Neptune um, came by last year, tried to switch it out, but they had trouble shutting off the water mains, so they had to come back. And anyways, we got it done today finally, and yeah, so Lithuania is not too far away from Hungary. There, I just checked it out, and so yeah, the guys could have passed for your brother, Arpad, I swear. Uh, but he had dark hair. So, anyways, yeah, everybody's sounding good tonight. We got a new contact today, Switzerland. That was very nice. Chatted with the gentleman for a minute, and yeah, conditions are not too bad. We'll send it back to you there, Arpad.
Okay, very good, Chuck. And yeah, actually, Lithuania is distance-wise, it's not that far, but they are completely different language. Yeah, they're part of the Slavic language. It's like Russian, like Polish, Czechs, Yugoslavians. They speak all the same language, kind of. But Hungarians is completely different. They came from Mongolia, apparently. So they're using a completely different language, and they brought their language and culture into Central Europe. So the language is not the closest. Very good. Thank you very much, Chuck. You're doing an S15, and I do detect some noise in the back there. I'm not sure what that is. Sounds like almost like an echo, or maybe your power mic is cranked up a little bit. But yeah, it's a little bit different than usually. Anything else, Ned?
Let me see. I turned down the mic gain a little bit there. I did have the furnace on. How does it sound now?
Yeah, probably I can hear the furnace in the background. No problem. No, you're coming through fine. No problem. I just noticed a little bit more noise coming in than usually. All right, Chuck. Thank you very much. I do appreciate your check-in. And say hello to the Lithuanian guy when he has to come back. And maybe they put in one of those water meter which might transmit the signal out to the mesh network. You know what I mean? So they don't have to come and read your water pipe. I don't even know how they do it at my place. They never come here. They must have some kind of remote reading. We have the water meter done in the basement, but nobody ever comes here.
Yeah, they have the new transmitter ones. They transmit out onto the Wi-Fi and to the same as the Hydro RPAD. They did the same thing up here in Cambridge. They're using the same company, Mexico, and they did everybody.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, because they never knocked on the door and they want to read the water. Yeah, that's good actually. So we don't have to be bothered by them. Okay, very good. Thank you very much for that information. I didn't know the water meters can be read remotely as well. They don't read it because the hydro bill and the water bill comes in one. So, and I know when we fill up the pool, the price goes up. Like cost me $150 a month to put in that water for the pool. Yeah, I did calculate that. All right, this is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS-log.net. Do we have any news stations anywhere who would like to check in and say hello? Please go ahead.
Arpad.
Go ahead.
Just a quick let you know. You have a little black thing on the side of your house. The water meter guy comes and puts a thing and checks it. You don't have to actually go in your house. You have a little black something on the side of your house. They just put a meter to it, boom, and check it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I always wonder what is that thing. I can't remember where it is. When I cut in the grass, I can see it. Okay, so that's what's for the water meter. Okay, yeah, it's one of those RF unit or whatnot. Okay, very good. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. Yeah, it's just a little black thing. It's actually on the side of your house. You'll see it. It's wired to your water meter, and yeah, they just come and put a meter to it, and boom, there it is. They know what your usage is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to borrow the neighbor's hose and fill up the pool. That's what I'm going to do at overnight when he's sleeping. All right, this is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS log.net. Do we have any new stations who would like to check in? Please go ahead.
VA3HWD. VE3 Lima Delta Zulu.
Okay, I had Dave there and LDZ. Dave, please go ahead.
Good evening, RPAD. All quiet here. Nothing going on. We were out earlier today, but things are quiet everywhere.
Yeah, okay. I did not hear you on reverse, but yep, you're coming through loud and clear, and it's nice and quiet up there. That's how we like it. And yeah, get ready for that rain. Gary said rain is going to come. It's already raining in Cambridge, so we have no rain here. I can see the sky still a little bit, so I'm not sure coming this way. Anything else, Dave?
No, nothing else to report. As I said, all quiet.
All right. Thank you very much, Dave. And Larry, please go ahead.
Good evening, RPAD and everybody out there. Yep, not much going on. Just throw a bean in the pot for you. Give you another check-in. Yeah, working night shifts this week, so it's going to be fun, I guess. Not much going on. Just going to watch it rain.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you know what? I worked in the night shift for 3 years, steady. We started at 3 o'clock in the morning, started 3 o'clock at the afternoon, and I worked until 3 o'clock in the morning. And I tell you the truth, I did like it. There was no traffic to deal with. And, you know, when you go home at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, a nice sailing and everything like that. So if you get used to it, you like it. But yeah, what you guys are doing, some people are, you know, switching weekly back and forth, it's just they're screwing you with your brain. I don't like that. You are coming in with an S15. You're doing a good job, Larry.
Oh, that's very good, RPAD. Thank you very much. And good job. And I'll be listening in for a while. And yeah, I do those night shifts, day shifts, night shifts. Yeah, it's a little screwy. Yeah, I get those weeks in between where I just don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, Roger. Where do you work at? The Fastcore Stelco?
I'm out in, I work for CSL Construction, Landscape, stuff, whatever, out in Mississauga there, Trafalgar Road and the 407, and I go from there to Toronto.
Okay. What do you do for them? What do you do at night anyways?
Monitor sites, change garbage, go down to Union Station, wander around there for a while, check out the GO stations between, let's say, GO stations. Holy jeez. We do all the GO stations from Bronte there, third line in Bronte, all the way to Union Station.
Yeah, okay, very good, yeah. My uncle worked for the train company, like back in, that was back in the 50s, and they had no cell phone service. There was no phone service, and what the trains had to do to communicate with the dispatcher, they had these little boxes, and the train had to stop, and the train operator got out and opened the box, and he could talk to the dispatcher to what to do and kind of deal, so and tell them where they located at. This is back in the 50s. So my uncle's job was, he had to wash these phones. He had to open up these boxes. He would get on the train. The train would stop. He would get off, and he would wash the box and the telephone inside. Then wait for the next train and go to the next phone. What kind of job is that?
Yeah, they give me a little radio for the GO station. A little radio. I have to be in contact with security and a few other people when we're down on platforms. We change garbages and pick up litter and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, Roger that. All right, because if you worked at the Fastcore Stelco, I was going to ask you that question I heard on the radio. they said the government, they want to change the furnaces to make it electric. And I would love to know how is that going to work out, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do that, but that's what they are planning currently, according to the CBC. And whatever the CBC says, that's always true. So there's no question about that. All right, Larry, thank you very much. S15, good job. And thank you for your check-in. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS log.net. Do we have any new stations who would like to check in? Please go ahead.
BE3, DJZ.
Okay, I did hear Huey, and there was somebody with Huey. Who was the other station?
Victor Echo 3, Alpha Juliet Foxtrot.
Good transmission, none. You coming to a repeater, fine S3 on reverse. Just stand by for a second. Huey, go ahead.
Checking real fast, our bad. Thanks, everybody for you on that. No traffic to report. My bad day. Hope it's nice out tomorrow, guys. Sorry. Take care and have a good night.
Well, I guess you didn't hear Gary. Gary mentioned it's going to be 1-inch rain tomorrow, so put your rain boots on.
I'll throw my rubber boots on, and I get a canoe out back, so.
Yeah, if the canoe is not there because somebody stole it, just use your little kiddie pool and blow it up, and just use a pedal. All right, thank you very much, Huey. You are quite weak today, S2 on reverse. You must be using some kind of walkie-talkie radio.
Copy, I'm on the portable.
All right, roger that. And Amnon, please go ahead.
Good evening, Arpad. All on SCGHF Amnon, North York here. Yeah, conditions are good today. I'm getting the repeater with an S8. I got a good signal on you on direct S6 to S7. Bouncing around between those two numbers, but good, nice, full quieting. No traffic at this time. Arpad, back to you.
All right, Amnon, thank you very much. And yeah, you're coming into my location perfectly fine. You're giving me an S4 on reverse, and I'm going to bring in Mark if he's still with us, and let's see if he has any comment. Please go ahead.
Good evening, Amnon. Good to hear you. My meter is not being really, well, let's just say it's being a little stingy with you tonight. So you're somewhere between an S1 and an S2, although no noise to speak of. You're just as clear through the repeater as you are on direct. So back to you.
Yes, Mac, I got you with an S3, but a little bit higher noise level today, but readable, no problem. I guess today's low-level transmission. Back to you, Mac.
Roger that. You know, I've heard that before. I've got friends in low places. I think his name is Arpad.
I have one of those too. His name is Arpad as well. Anyway, back to you, Arpad.
Yeah, actually, you guys put me in the wrong spot because I'm always high places. Okay, so low places. Yes, I'm below the mountain, but I like the challenge, and I'm being covered from the east and the west and the south by the mountains. So keeping the Americans away from me, and you know how the Canadian song says, American women stay away from me. Maybe I can sing it like American ham radio operator, stay away from me. So don't bring me that noise. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewrite that whole song, I guess. All right. Thank you very much, Amnon, and thank you very much, Mark. And let's see. Do we have any new stations who would like to check into the COVID-19 ARS log.net? Please go ahead.
Victor Oscar 3, Victor Oscar Tango.
Okay, that was Victor Oscar Tango, right?
Roger.
Go ahead, please.
Nothing to report. I just figured I'd check in tonight and just waiting for the nice freezing rain to start. Just sitting here in my driveway.
I don't know. You may going to see it. What's the call sign? Is Victor Alpha or Victor Echo?
Victor Oscar Tango.
Yeah, I know, but is it Victor Alpha 3 or Victor Echo 3?
Oh, Victor Echo 3, sorry.
Oh, okay, all right. That's why I was confused a little bit. Hey, I'm going to have to clean my ear. That's what it is. Let me check you on reverse. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm going ahead there. How's this working? Good transmission. Audio check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, you're coming in quite good, actually. S3 on reverse, S3, and yeah, okay. Your name is Paul. I just couldn't remember. I had to get my notes.
Oh, that's okay.
You know, I have gray hair and memory loss. That's what I have, memory loss. And if I owe any money to anybody, sorry, I was going to give you the money back, but I have short memory loss here. Losing my hair, losing my mind. So you can get in line if I owe you any money. Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, you're doing a good job from Dundas, and do appreciate your check-in. Thank you. And S3 actually is not that bad. What do you use for antenna? What kind of antenna do you have?
I've just got about a 18 to a 20-inch antenna on top of the car.
Okay. Oh, you are mobile. Okay. Yeah. The mobile is working good from Dundas.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in my driveway.
Oh, very good. You don't have any radios at home?
No, nothing hooked up in the house. I used to, but I'm going to be hooking something up again.
All right. Well, we didn't have any flea markets or anything like that to buy radios now these days. So I don't know. Maybe you know what? Sometimes even on Kijiji you can find some radios, cheap radios, and what is that? This ONTARS. Yeah, that's right. If you go to ONTARS website, they have a web page now. They set up like a portable flea market. Locally, actually. Yeah, the ONTARS guys, they are based in Hamilton.
Comment.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Facebook also has some groups that have set up on Marketplace. So there's an Ontario amateur group that is allowing Marketplace for amateur radio equipment to be posted. So some decent offers there for some used equipment.
Copy that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Roger that. But you know what? Sometimes it's not even worth it to buy used gear because at the flea market sometimes they're asking so much prices for old radios. Might as well just go buy a brand new one. Sometimes it's just not worth it. If somebody wants to buy a dual band radio, a single band radio, you can buy for like a $200, $150 at Radio World. So then you're gonna buy us 10 years old, and who knows what happened with that. So anyways, well, if you need an antenna or radio, whatever, you know where to buy them. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your check-in, Paul, and do appreciate it. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS log.net. Do we have any new stations who would like to check in? Please go ahead.
XTA.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, recheck.
Okay, I heard XGA, Chuck with the recheck, and Jeff, I got you. XGA, go ahead. VA3 XGA. Go ahead, please.
3 X-ray Tango Alpha.
Oh, sorry about that. X-ray Tango Alpha. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, good evening, iPad. It's VA3 X-ray Tango Alpha. Checking here from Toronto. You copy me over?
Yes, sir. You're coming in loud and clear. I'm going to check you on reverse. Go ahead, please.
Okay, Custom Sapien. Reverse check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got you coming in at a solid 6 over here, Highway 27 near Humber College, West Humber Boulevard. And you're actually, the repeater's coming in at 4. You're coming at 6, solid. Audio is very clear on your end.
Yeah, you steady 8. Signal strength is 8. Then you went up to S9 even, but it sounded like maybe an airplane flew over the top of you or something. You came up for a second, then you dropped down again. So you had some kind of reflection momentarily. And yeah, very good, good transmission. Köszönöm szépen, hogy bejöttél, Csaba, és nyugodtan hívjál bármikor.
Okay, thank you again.
All right, I appreciate it. That was my buddy, a Hungarian buddy. If you guys want to learn Hungarian, hey, I'll give you out lessons. Here you go. Chuck, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Arpad. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu Portable with the rubber ducky antenna standing on the front porch there. Arpad, how do you copy? Over.
S5, and right at the end of the transmission, as you were lowering the radio or something you did, it went up to S7.
Oh, okay. We're in that close to the sweet spot there. I'm trying not to move, but it's getting a little cold out here, about 4 degrees or something like that, and the wind is blowing. So we just came out to get a bit of air, and we're going to head back in. Thanks for the report, Arpad.
Yeah, yeah, it's fluctuating a little bit. When you were at the box, you said some black box or whatnot, then that was the worst signal. You went all the way down to 2, and as you went away from it, you went up a little bit. So it depends where you're facing at, and yeah, that's how the rubber ducky antennas are supposed to be working, anyways. All right, Chuck, thank you, and let's bring in Jeff. Maybe I'm gonna have to listen to you on reverse. Go ahead, please. Yeah, Roger that. You are coming in loud and clear to my location, and the repeater is not that strong. You're holding the repeater, but you're not that strong on it. Of course, you know the situation. You have to go to the building in front of you, but I can hear you clearly, and I can probably see you straight all the way down, no problem. And you're coming in with an S7 on reverse, S7. Very good job. Anything else, Jeff? Probably he's not going to hear you that strong, but today we have good conditions. So, Mark, are you still with us?
Roger, I did stop and check. Sorry, no copy on direct, but I'm able to hear you through the repeater. A little scratchy, but yeah, you got to move that building in front of you, and then we could communicate quite well. Back to you, Arbed.
Yeah, I did suggest it the other day for him to talk to Mr. Putin. And he's very good in destroying buildings and stuff like that. You know, maybe they can, Jeff, if you know the GPS location for that building in front of you, you can send it to Moscow, and they can take out that building for you. All right, very good. Thank you very much, Jeff. I do appreciate your check-in. All right, yeah, it was S7, so we do have good conditions today for sure. And Jeff, don't forget we are having the D-Starnet at 8:30 tonight, so you can check into the YYZ. We're going to link both repeaters, the Hamilton, and so it doesn't matter which one you're linking to. All right, then, this is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, with the COVID-19 ARS log.net. Do we have any new stations who would like to check in? Please go ahead.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Golf Lima.
Okay, that would be Mr. Uwe. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Arpad. Hope everybody is doing okay. And yeah, just checking in from my home QTH here. And well, yeah. Thanks to the guys there on 80 meters yesterday for putting into the special event station. I didn't even realize it was a special event thing going on. But anyways, my call sign
So thanks a lot, guys. V3TGL.
All right, Dewey, thank you very much. And yeah, you're doing a really good job tonight, S9. And S9 would be on this radio, like in a mobile radio, that would be a full scale. So I am hearing you perfectly fine. So yeah, most of the stations are coming in very good tonight. We do have good conditions. A storm is coming or rain or something is coming, so maybe that's why. I'm not sure. Do you have anything else to add, Dewey?
No, that's it. And I guess the D-Star is on tonight, so I'll probably see you guys over there. V3TGL.
Yeah, it is going to be starting at 8:30 tonight, 8:30 after the Toronto ARSNet, and we'll be on both repeaters, Hamilton and the YYZ. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS lockdown net. Do we have any new stations anywhere who would like to check in and say hello? Please go ahead.
VE3WKG.
Good evening, Kevin. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening to you, Arpad. Everyone on the net. Just giving you another check-in there. Worked VE80 land there, the Avro Lancaster special event called today on 17 meters on FT8 digital there. That was a first. I've worked them on 80 and 2 meters and a couple of the other bands. Seen them on 15 and that this morning, but I couldn't hear them on there. But yeah, it was pretty neat being on the digital there, 17 meters, and I see VE80 land come up, so I was sure to click on them and make a contact. Anyhow, not much there for traffic, Arpad. Just giving you a check-in and saying good evening to everyone. Keep warm. I think it's going to be a little chilly we hear there for the next few days. Anyhow, just on my Annie-Town walkie, I'm sitting here in the living room. Back to you.
Yeah, and the walkie-talkie is working very well, actually. Doing a good job. And I can hear you with an S5 on reverse, and yep, that's good enough for me, and conditions are good. Do you have anything else to add?
No, that's it, Arpad. So I'll just be sandy bagging along there on the side. V3WKG.
Okay then, and thank you very much for your check-in. This is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARS lockdown net. Do we have any new stations anywhere who would like to check in? Please go ahead.
VE3FJJ. VE3PFH.
Okay, I had FJJPFH, and there was a third station. Who was the third one? Okay, FJJ Flynn, go ahead, please.
Well, good evening there, Arpad, everybody on frequency. Just thought I'd say hello, everybody, and just give you a check-in.
Okay, can you come back one more time and let me see if I can see your signal there?
Yep, here you go, Arpad. That should be enough there now.
Yeah, plus 30, 30. So that's exactly same what it was before. So yeah, good conditions, and you're doing a good job. And thank you very much. And next station is Peter. Please go ahead.
Hello, Arpad and everyone on net there. Yeah, nothing to report there. Just haven't been on in a while there. Just throw a bean in your pot there for you.
Okay, Pierre. Yeah, you're coming in fine, no problem. I am not hearing you on reverse. I'm wondering why. I can hear a little hum, probably coming from the power supply. Are you using a mobile radio tonight?
Because he's transmitting on the output frequency.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Are you on the? You didn't put on the positive offset.
Yeah, Roger.
Okay, we're gonna give some time to Peter to figure out how to put the positive offset on that radio, and yeah, it should be set up on automatically. I think that's how it should be. You know, then when you dial it, it goes into the positive offset. All right, let's see. Do we have any news stations anywhere who would like to check into the COVID-19 ARS log.net? Please go ahead.
VA3 and PT.
Good evening, Nunu. Please go ahead.
Good evening, Arbet, and all on that. Just a quick one, just careful for tomorrow for the freezing rain if you go north of the city. I think for you guys over there will be freezing rain all day, but for us will be north of Toronto. And yeah, nothing else. 73 to all, VA3 and PT.
Yeah, I don't like the freezing rain, I'll tell you the truth, because who knows? You remember what happened years ago in Quebec. They had freezing rain all the way, and with these big old hydro wires, they came down when they had so much ice on them. And I looked at these in Hamilton. I looked at these hydro wires, the towers, whatever they're holding the wires. They are not the best shape. They are rusty and everything like that. So they're not the newest boys. So I hope they're going to survive.
Yeah, I think even here in Toronto a couple of years ago, you was close to Christmas or after Christmas. Yeah, I think it was before Christmas, and then it was a big storm knocked out all the power for 2 weeks. So people passed the Christmas and almost the New Year without power and hot water and all that good stuff.
Yeah, well. You know what? I think in the houses area, like it's not a big deal because some people they have generators and whatnot, and even in the winter time you can get the heating running through the electric heaters, or if you have a hookup for the furnace, the gas is coming, so the natural gas coming into the house, so you just have to run the blowing fence and stuff. So usually that would be okay, but the issue is. In the apartments, like you guys, you live in an apartment and whatnot, and if you have no hydro, then you have no water, then you can't flush the toilet, and maybe you're gonna have to go and buy some buckets and put it on the balcony just for safekeeping.
Yeah, I know. But in here, yeah, they have a generator, but it's just for the common areas, like for the elevators and the lights on the corridors and all that. But for the apartments, no. Yeah, if something happens, we cannot put a generator outside and nothing. So we probably have to go to like a emergency site on the city for a couple of days.
Or you guys gonna have to go to Hamilton. Make sure you got enough gas in your car so you can drive all the way down to Hamilton, and we'll take care of you guys. Don't worry. We have room. We just bring some food or some, I don't know, blankets. Yeah, we'll take care of you guys. No problem. You come down here, it's gonna be nice and warm. In case we got generator at this house and everything. I got 120 liter of gasoline for the generator, so that's good. That's gonna be good for a couple of days. Yeah, don't forget those generators. What mandated by the government for these buildings to have. They are mandated to have enough fuel to run for 72 hours. After 72 hours, nothing is certain anymore.
Yeah, I know. In here they have a big generator. I think it's not the gas one. It's I don't know. I know it's have like a lot of noise. It looks like a truck running. I know because usually they test like every 2 or 3 months. And yeah, they have a big tank too for that. So probably they are good for more than 72 hours. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just for the common areas of the building and not the apartments. They should put like a law like to put like for the apartments to even minimum energy for just to run the HVAC and all small stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're gonna do that, but yeah, those generators, they are those usually the big yellow cart generators, and they are like a truck engine, 600 horsepower truck engines, and if anybody's looking for an engine like that, hey, you can buy a 30 years old engine, never been run. They're starting at like 3 times a year, and and there's no hours. It's like brand new, 40 years old. That would be a good deal to buy and put it in your truck or something, or put it in a bulldozer, a brand new engine. Here you go. Just giving out ideas for people, just in case they want to buy a nice bulldozer engine, in case they're going to blow their own. All right, Nanu, yeah, your signal strength is actually a little bit stronger than S9, but you're not reaching plus 20. So, yeah, because it goes up to about S15, then drops down to S9. So that's what it tells me. Good conditions and good signal strength today. And thank you very much for your check-in. Do appreciate it. And do we have any news stations anywhere who would like to check into the COVID-19 ARSlog.net? Please go ahead.
Comment.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, just want to send a bouquet of roses out to Nuno, man in the sky. 20 over S9 to my station, so keep up the good work. That new antenna and new radio is really doing you well.
Thank you, Mike, for your comment. Yeah, I just put it on the location, and I didn't touch, so now it's on permanent location. So yeah, it looks like it's a good one. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, RPAD 73, VA3, and PT.
Yeah, Mr. Nunu is doing a really good job, I tell you. Yeah, he's at 65 kilometers. Actually, probably to you, Mark, it's like 70 kilometers distance. Yeah, if you go to qrz.com, just put in his call sign, then it's under the details. You can get his exact location, GPS location. And I would say about 70 kilometers distance. And if you're giving a plus 20 from a 70 kilometers distance, you cannot complain. So no right to complain. Let me see if Peter, V3PFH, Peter, are you back with us? Okay, looks like Peter is still working on his radio, looking for the offset. He tried to figure out how to add the offset to the radio. Right then, this is Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta with the COVID-19 ARSlog.net. Do we have any news stations anywhere who would like to check in? Please go ahead. Okay then, I'm not hearing any news stations. Let's see if you have any last call stations before we're going to close the net. Please go ahead.
B3GMP.
Hello, Garnet. Good evening to you. You are number 22. Was there a station there? Yeah, go ahead, Garnet.
Yeah, no problem, RPAD. I heard you anyways. Not much to add. Everything's quiet.
Okay, let me see your signal strength. Go ahead, please.
Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, very good. Plus 20. You're giving me a plus 20 tonight. And you're doing a good job. And thank you very much, Garnet, to do that. And don't forget the D-Star net. I know you do have a D-Star radio, so I'm going to twist your arm and make sure you're checking in. Do you have anything else to add, Garnet?
No, that's I'm on the flex radio tonight. I have to turn the icon on, I guess.
Well, I know it's very hard to push that power button on the radio, but hey, might as well turn it on.
I only got one hand, so it's hard. I gotta shut one off, turn the other one on.
What do you mean you have only one hand? What happened with the other one?
It's a little bit broken.
You wish it was broken.
There you go, RPAD. Anyways, thank you for being there, VA3GMP.
All right, okay. Thank you very much, Garnet. And appreciate your check-in. Okay, let's see. Do we have any last call stations who would like to check into the COVID-19 ARSlog.net? Please go ahead. VE3SLog.net. Please go ahead. Don't forget the D-Star net. If you are D-Star capable, that would be on the Hamilton repeater and the YYZ Toronto repeater. So, yeah, the Hamilton repeater is the WIK. Yeah, that's right. Forgot for a minute. VE3WIK. I would like to say a big thank you to VE3RQL Terry, the owner of the VE3ZOE repeater. Thank you very much, Terry, to let us use your fine repeater. And I'm going to return the repeater back to normal use. 73 and good night.
That's not VE3 FNI Dynamo tonight.
No, okay. Sean, go ahead.
No, I just thought that was funny. That's all. I couldn't resist. Keep going with the net. I'll check in soon.
Yeah, we're going to call you Dynamo. Actually, there was a team called what was that, soccer team or something, or a basketball team, Dynamo. Where was that?